Things that we take for granted as human beings are more difficult for someone with motor disorders. When we're coaching a rugby team and we put the boys in the gym, or we're coaching on the training field, the whole idea is to get transfer to the game, and that's what I love about conductive education, is that it gets transfer from the classroom into life, and it teaches them skills that they need to be able to do, in society. Hi, I'm Wayne Smith, and I'm proud to be patron of the New Zealand Foundation for Conductive Education. My interest arose really because my son Joshua has got cerebral palsy. I think the biggest thing, once you've got a child born with a disability such as cerebral palsy, is to try and get early intervention, and get early support, because none of us are probably prepared for it or capable naturally of handling a disability like that. So I would say access a conductive education unit as soon as you can. Find out what early intervention means, what resources are available, what sort of support there is for the family, but get into it as early as you can, because a lot of the skills and a lot of the stretching and the functional stuff they need to learn can be done from an early age. But we found that it's important you don't have too low expectations of these kids, because they've got some incredible abilities and incredible capacities. So you don't want to set the bar too low. At the same time, you've got to have those little gains along the way, and I think that's where conductive education plays a major part, because the conductors are really experienced in creating little goals, helping the kids reach them, whether that be skill-wise or emotionally or behaviourally, in terms of learning. But don't undersell them. You still have dreams for your children with a disability, and I think that's really important. I think there's a misunderstanding of kids that have had strokes or had cerebral palsy, that it's a disability, and that there's a learning aspect to that, and of course there is. But with education, a lot of the stuff can be overcome, and you're talking about functional things that society expects these kids to be able to do: take shoes on and off, clothe themselves, just the everyday tasks, and this I think gives these kids a real go at nailing those things. I think the great thing about conductive education is that it's a package, and you know that you're accessing the best for your children. It also has an element of bringing the parents together, so you're with people with like issues, like problems, you're able to discuss them, you see that you're not alone out there, and because bringing up some of the disabilities is a family thing, it's a family responsibility, and that's what I love about this as a resource, as an education movement. I think it must be great for the families to have that support. So it's really important that these kids grow with this self-belief and self-esteem inside them, and I think that's a great thing about conductive education, that through achievement and through reaching goals, the heads come up and there's much better self-image of them, and that's going to be important for facing things in life later on. I know as a parent of a cerebral palsy boy, sometimes you feel alone out there. We had a bit of a fear, I suppose, like all new parents, about what cerebral palsy meant, what it meant for his development behaviourally, emotionally, academically. So if you've got a child with a motor disorder such as cerebral palsy, I'd really recommend that you find a conductive education centre that's nearest to you. You can go on the website to access that. The earlier that you can get an intervention, the earlier you can get support for yourselves, for your family, and for your child, the better it's going to be.